Even though content on YouTube is user-generated, YouTube dictates what can and can't be done with that content. It does this through a legal document called the Terms of Service, located at youtube.com/t/terms. YouTube's Terms of Service is an important document because it details what kinds of content you're permitted to upload, what you can do with other YouTube content, and what YouTube can do with the content you upload. In addition, the Terms of Service lay down basic rules such as you must provide accurate information when creating an account, as well as disclaimers such as YouTube is not at fault if you find any content offensive or dangerous. All users of YouTube are bound by the Terms of Service, including those who are just visiting. Videos on a huge variety of topics exist on YouTube, and by signing up and using the video upload feature, you can contribute your own videos. However, there are some kinds of content you are not permitted to upload. Firstly, YouTube's Terms of Service prohibits content that violates any applicable local, national, or international laws. So for example, if the laws of your country or region prohibit defamation, then you should not post defamatory content. YouTube also requires content to abide by the YouTube Community Guidelines, which requests that users be respectful and withhold from posting sexually explicit material, graphic violence, hate speech, spam, or any other bad stuff. Secondly, your video cannot contain advertising, sponsorship, or promotions that someone else has paid for. In other words, you can't ask people to pay for a promotion within your video. YouTube, on the other hand, can place advertisements on your videos at will, although they usually ask you first. And thirdly, YouTube's Terms of Service expressly prohibits the violation of copyright laws. As such, you can only upload content that you have created, or content that you have permission to use. In the past, big copyright holders have filed lawsuits against YouTube for hosting their copyrighted material. As a result, this third rule is regularly enforced by YouTube through the deletion of offending videos. However, intellectual property rights can be a grey area, and some of the videos deleted under YouTube's copyright policy are legitimate works covered by the fair use doctrine, as was apparent in the well-known case of Stephanie Lenz, whose 29-second video of her baby dancing was removed because it included a low-quality snippet of Prince's song Let's Go Crazy. Law Professor Lawrence Lessig identifies such over-the-top intellectual property battles as detrimental to certain forms of creativity, such as remix. The Terms of Service require users to grant every other user the right to use their content in certain ways. As such, YouTube allows you to view content through youtube.com or the embeddable player, share content through the embeddable player, and do other things expressly allowed by the service, such as commenting on content, liking it, and favouriting it. However, there are many other things you can't do with YouTube content. You are not permitted to download content, sell access to the content, or distribute content without authorization, for example through torrents. You are also forbidden to sell advertisements or sponsorship on a non-YouTube webpage that contains only YouTube videos and no other content of sufficient value. This rule prevents people unfairly profiting from YouTube content, but it also means that an ad-enabled blog post containing only a YouTube video might be deemed unlawful. By uploading content such as videos and comments to YouTube, you grant YouTube a worldwide, non-exclusive, royalty-free, sub-licensable and transferable license to use your content in connection with their business. While you retain ownership of your content, you are giving YouTube almost all of the same rights that you have. This includes the rights to display your content on the site, make derivative works of your content, place advertisements on your content, and retain copies of your content even once deleted. You also permit other users to use your content as technically and legally allowed by the service, for example by commenting on your video or sharing it through the embeddable player. This ability for others to interact with your content can make for an enjoyable social experience, but it also puts the representation of your video into the hands of strangers. The possibility for this to go wrong was demonstrated when various bloggers used the ability to embed videos to harshly popularise Rebecca Black's video Friday as the worst video ever, ultimately leading to the video's deletion. In the Terms of Service, YouTube also reserves the right to remove your content at will. While videos are usually deleted because they violate copyright, YouTube's right to delete any content they choose makes censorship possible. Controversial content that has been removed by YouTube in the past includes a video by Michelle Melkin depicting violence by religious extremists, and the YouTube account of an Egyptian anti-torture activist, Wael Abbas. These cases factor into a wider debate over what internet content is appropriate for the public to view. In summary, YouTube Terms of Service dictate what kinds of content you're permitted to upload, what you can do with other YouTube content, and what YouTube can do with your content. As a general rule, anything that is clearly encouraged by the service, such as uploading videos and making comments, is usually within the rules, but if you're not sure, check the YouTube community guidelines. Remember, you own your content, whether you post it to YouTube or not. If you're still uncomfortable with the rights that YouTube has over the content you upload, you may terminate YouTube's licenses concerning a video simply by deleting your videos. Unfortunately, the comments you post cannot be deleted. For more information, have a read through YouTube's community guidelines and the Terms of Service document.